the Messiah, and I've already went through this class, he's called the Son of Man, but that, you see, is, I tried to show you, marks the documents as questionable, secondary, maybe you like to say, written by people who didn't really know what they were talking about. That is written by Greek-speaking people, I believe, who really, his experience of Palestine was limited. Limited experience of Palestine. They knew something, they had heard some things, they had read some things, but I'm not sure that the picture they construct is a reliable one, as I told you. And that's your business. You have to make the decision. I know where I stand on that. I'm still looking for Jesus, put it that way. And if the Jesus that exists is satisfactory to you, which to most people it is, fine, no problem. It gets you through your life and gives you what you need spiritual-wise, well, that's what it's there for. It's supposed to. But historically, this is another issue that has to do with people who like history, and I'm still looking for this individual. I know the people around him to some extent, and so I don't know about that. So the Son of Man is a big problem for me, since I know it comes from Daniel and Ezekiel, and it doesn't exist as such. So I say, oh, it's a new thing. Jesus invented it. Okay. But I think it's based, as I told you, on a misunderstanding of the word Son of Man, which simply means man. Ben Adam. Man being Adam or man. Anyway, we've been through that. This being of some kind, supernatural or not, came to the one of great age, who is supernatural, we all agree on that, and was led into his presence, and what was conferred on him? Here's the Jesus anticipation for those who see Jesus in this way. On him was conferred sovereignty, glory, kingship, and men of all peoples, nations, languages became his servants. His sovereignty is an eternal sovereignty which shall never pass away, nor will his empire ever be destroyed. Well, in just a few brushstrokes, Daniel created all of Christianity. To my mind, he did. I mean, there it is, right there. And no other prophet has it in it. And this is what, you say, what do you mean? Well, this is what Christianity is answering to. This is the passage. Now, I'm a spoiled sport. Not because I like to be, but because it just happens to be that way. It seems that Daniel, the writer here, we know this is not the historical Daniel. He couldn't have lived this long. And this person is witnessing the Maccabean uprising. Now you say, oh, you're just a nationalist. You like Judas Maccabee. I don't like or dislike Judas Maccabee. But the writer here seems to be a supporter of the uprising against Antiochus Epiphanes. Now, whether he thinks this figure is Judas Maccabee or someone like that, I don't know. But in any case, I don't think he knows either. Because I don't think the writer here lives to see the end of the Maccabean uprising. Because in all the visions that he has here, he doesn't get any further than here. The temple is been desecrated. In the next vision, we'll find that an abomination of the desolation has been set up in the temple. That will be further described in the Maccabee books, which is why we need the Apocrypha and stuff. If we can read Ecclesiasticus, that would also be a reason to have the Apocrypha. The abomination of the desolation will be spoken of in the Synoptic Gospels. Not in the Gospel of John, as far as I'm aware. You all know the difference, being religious study students or people who've had some religious training perhaps, between the Synoptic Gospels and the Gospel of John, I assume. Anyone not familiar with, you can admit it, I don't mind. Anyone not familiar with those terms? Synoptic Gospels are the three Gospels that are basically variations on the same source. That's why we call them synoptic. Matthew, Mark, and Luke are really, with differences, using the same material with slight variations, more or less. Luke more, Mark less. Matthew somewhere in the middle. John is a different tradition. So we don't call, so when we say the synoptics, we mean Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And usually we put them in tandem like this, so we get a harmony of the Gospels in 4 columns, so we can see where they differ and where they agree. It makes studying much easier. Where did my friend with the Hasidic outlook disappeared to? I hope we didn't lose him. Maybe he's celebrating Sukkot. Is tonight Simchat Torah or something? I don't know. No?
No, it's
Thursday
Thursday.
night? Well, he's gone. Well, it could have maybe it could have helped him. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he could have used that. What the synoptics vis-a-vis the Gospel of John. I don't know. It helps people to understand these things. Okay, so maybe I went too far that Christianity is created here, but certainly this is the bedrock here. Whether they've got it all right or partially right, it leaps out from here. Now this is a very popular book in the Dead Sea Scrolls too. So Max said, well, is that Christianity in the Scrolls? No, I don't think it is. But it's maybe what Christianity was in Palestine, which is what my position will be in this class ultimately. I'll tell you before, that the scrolls are what Christianity was in Palestine, not recognizable as any Christianity we or you ever saw. Because it isn't Christianity, it's Essenism. And it isn't even Essenism as far as what most people would consider Essenism to be. Because most people see Essenes as people contemplating their navels, retiring, meditating, peaceful, apolitical, out in the wilderness, living like monks in a cave someplace, fasting. No. These are very aggressive Essenes. Very aggressive Essenes. And all you do is have to read their literature and see these are very militant Essenes. This is more like Bin Laden, I hate to say it. These are Bin Laden Essenes. And I don't want to compare these to people to creep like that. But the point is, the zeal is really there. And so the point is that they're not Essenes like any Essenes anyone ever imagined. And you have to read the literature to see. So I think they are revolutionary Essenes. In fact, at one point,